Everybody have a mentality of Swift drivers are bad. Public opinion matters, and Swift drivers being guilty and being villainized from the public. Part that's not funny is imagine you get pulled over by the cop. He have that same mentality. Guess what? He coming to your door, coming to your truck, looking for a problem because his mind is already made up that you're a horrible driver. So he won't even overlook nothing. He gonna look into everything thoroughly with patience. He gonna do all type of inspection because his mind is made up that Swift drivers are horrible. You see what I'm saying? So that's the part that's not funny. Man, it's so hot over here. We in Arizona right now. I haven't been here with this type of heat in a while. I was in Memphis last year, so I forgot a little bit what it feels like of how hot it is in Arizona. It can be really hot out here. But anyway, this is not why we're here. This video today, I want to talk to you guys about something, okay? I have to take my time for this one because I feel like as truck drivers, every single drivers on the road have heard this before. And before you even became a truck driver, you probably did heard this in school, talking to people on the fuel island, probably did heard that on social media. Now that I have said that, I need to tell you what I'm talking about. Every single one of us have heard the rumor of Swift drivers. All of us. I was able to go on TikTok and find 2 videos to kind of explain a little bit what I'm trying to say and what this video is about. So now, watch that video.
Hey, come here, look at me. Hey, look at me. What'd I say? No. Come here, look at me. Hey, look at me. No.
I like how on Swift now, there's no more caution, it's just straight danger.
Now that you have watched that video, if you still don't know what I'm talking about, is a lot of bad judgment and bad joke that come with Swift. Everything that's bad as far as mistake in the truck industry, any kind of accident, crazy dumb stuff that people do on the road is always associated with Swift drivers. I remember when I was in school myself at Roadmaster, instructors, if you hit a cone, they will make joke about you being a Swift driver because you hit a cone. Reason of this video is all this criticism that come with Swift. Is it real that are actually that bad company? Or are they really bad drivers? I did a little bit of research to see the most dangerous companies on the street right now. People like to say, wherever is smoke is fire, right? And I'm not here to say that Swift doesn't earn the criticism that coming to them, but I don't think it's actually as fair to associate anything and everything bad to Swift. I went and did some little research to see if there is companies out there as worse than Swift as far as accident, injuries, criticism that come from drivers of other companies, stuff like that, to see exactly. Because one thing for sure, you know, Swift it's considered a mega carrier, right? Swift is a big company on the same level with Warner, Schneider, UX Express, Knight, these mega carriers, okay? They're on the same level, but they're not getting near the criticism that Swift gets. As a Roadmaster student, you wouldn't hear anything bad about Warner coming from Roadmaster because Warner bought Roadmaster. Now that we got that out the way, now let's go through the data and I'm gonna show you the little bit of research that I did to see actually if they are that bad as everybody make it seem like they are. Okay, let's get into it. Top 10 most dangerous trucking company from 2020 to 2022. I'm gonna give you the top 8 dangerous trucking company on the road. This list right here, Swift's supposed to be number one. From all the rumor that you have heard, from social media, from the video I've showed you earlier, I wish I could have showed you a lot more, but I just can't download them. These two that I showed you were the one that I was able to download and put in this video. Guess what? On that list that I'm about to give it to you, you know who's number one? Let's find out. Number one of the most dangerous trucking company is FedEx. FedEx is number one. You know who's number two? UPS. When I did this research, right? When I found out number three on this list, when I saw number three, I was so confused and so lost because I've never heard anything bad about that company. Matter of fact, I have heard only good thing about that company. They just are one of the best company out there. So when I see them, they're number three on the most dangerous trucking company, I'm like, wow. Okay, well, this is JB Hunt. JB Hunt number three. And number four is Swift. Now, you know who's number five? Werner. Werner on that list. Schneider on that list. UX Express on that list. And number 8 is XPO Logistics. That's all the company that I know that I'm just gonna give it to you. All these people that are on that list of one of the top 10 most dangerous companies on the road with the most fatal crashes and injury crashes. Swift is number 4. Werner is literally right underneath them. But you would never heard bad thing about Werner. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. But I got another one that I want to give it to you, right? The top mega carrier with bad reputation. The top mega carrier with bad reputation. That's the one I'm going to give it to you right now. So, I'm over here at Kenworth. Had to check in the truck because my AC is not working. I gave you company name of the top mega carrier with bad reputation, right? That was the CRST International. So I still have the list of the rest of them. So I gave you the number 1, and you know who's number 2? Number 2 is simply CR England. We all familiar with CR England, right? Everybody knows CR England. And they are number 2 on that list of the top mega carrier with worst reputation. Now let's see what people had to say of why they have such of a bad reputation, but nobody talk about them. But for some reason, the only people we know and people talked about is Swift. But they're not even the top 2. Swift is not even top 2. Why are we not talking about the one that actually true? Why are we not talking about them? But on social media, from anybody else, from drivers, who they talk bad about is Swift. That don't make a lot of sense to me, knowing for overloading trucks with student drivers, pushing list operator scam, poor driving support. Now let me give you number 3. Number 3 on that list. Oh my God, you won't even believe who's number 3 on that list. You won't even believe me. Put in the comment below if you ever heard anything bad about Werner. I heard they had lawsuits when I was in training by my trainer, a big lawsuit from them, but any bad thing from Werner as there are bad drivers, all this stuff, never. But guess what? They are on the list. Controversy, suing for multi-million-dollar settlement involving fatal weather-related crashes. Complaints of newbie focus, often soloing rookie too fast. In other words, the business model of Werner, to my understanding, is simply their focus is on new drivers. They're trying to get as much bodies in trucks as possible. You know, their model is not to keep drivers, but to hire drivers. That's their model. You know, that's how they're operating. And as you can see, they bought Roadmaster. So if a truck company buying Roadmaster, which is the pop line of new drivers, you already know what the model is about. It's just to get new drivers constantly behind trucks with the less amount of training. You know who's number 4? We're gonna get straight to number 4, JB Hunt. So JB Hunt was on that other list that I gave you earlier, and they're on this list, which I could never possibly think that JB Hunt was gonna be on those lists that I just gave it to you. Number 5 is UX Express. Swift is not even on that list. I just give you the top 5, and Swift is not even on that list. So I just wanted just to make that video and actually talk to people about these things, you know. Without further ado, I just wanted to point this out, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. All right, peace out. I'm out.